Okay, it says that I'm live. Let me go ahead and jump over to Facebook as well. Let's start up Facebook and please work Facebook. Live video is starting. Guys, if you are here, if you're hanging out with me, please let me know. Let me know. We're running with a lot of technology, and I need to make sure that it all works. So, if you guys can hear me, please let me know. Let me know. Okay, that's how we say it. That's how I ask you to let me know. As I go, let me know. All right. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you are all doing well. It looks like we are starting to get people on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, guys, can you please give me a hey, hey, hey? Give me a shout out, guys. Yes. Oregon in the house. Thank you, Chris. Good to see you, man. Wild Horse, Christopher, ATV, Alfa Romeo, AZ Cameron, Jeff, Alvin. We got all kinds of people coming in. Finally, Patriotic Lights. Absolutely, my people. Absolutely. We are going to talk all about the Patriotic Lights today and show them to you up close. So let me go ahead and get Instagram started as well. And we are live on Instagram as well. So let's just keep letting everybody kind of get in here. We are going to talk about everything going on. Absolutely. All right. We got Freddy ready. It's a Freddy ready situation. Hey, 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 you're absolutely right. We're live on all three platforms. We are doing this, folks. North Carolina checking in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit those like buttons. Hit the thumbs up. I know I don't really think there's a like button on Instagram, but there is one on YouTube and Facebook. So, guys, before you leave this live video today, please hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, because that really does help out our social media. And as you guys know, social media is obviously the best way for us to be able to talk with our fans, be able to hang out with our fans. So it does mean a lot to us. All right. Fairfield, California. Good to see you in here, California. I'm sure your weather is quite nice. It's looking like we're going to have a pretty warm weekend. I feel like it's going to be warm pretty much everywhere this weekend. So if you're having a beautiful weekend, enjoy. I know we're just coming off of Memorial Day weekend, so that was kind of a holiday weekend last weekend, but the weather's going to be better this weekend, so I'm in for it. I'm in for it. All right, we got people in here now. Not going to waste any more time. We have a lot to talk about today, guys. First off, at the end of this video, I am going to give away some free Patriotic I1R2 Pros to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So stick around, hang out, check out all these awesome Patriotic lights, and you could win one at the end of this video. So just keep that in mind, guys. Obviously, the beans were spilled. I always talk about, like, when I'm trying to kind of tell you guys about a sale but not really tell you about it, I'm always like, we can't spill the beans. Well, yesterday morning we did spill the beans. So we're having an awesome June flash sale. It is with our current product line, but it's finishes that we had to do, that people have been waiting for a very, very long time. Even the Desert Camo Parent Mini. I've been wanting a camo Parent Mini for a long time because having a camouflage headlamp is actually useful. Because a lot of times when you're using a headlamp, you're out in the woods, you're hunting, right? Because you're not looking for animals with your headlamp, but you're actually like taking care of things in your tree stand with the headlamp on. So wearing a headlamp is very important, not only for hunting, but also fishing. I got a lot of friends who do nighttime cat fishing, and they always wear headlamps. So there's all kinds of like outdoor activities in the woods that you need a headlamp for. So it just makes all the sense in the world to make it in a desert camo, right? So I'm even excited about that. But of course, the star of the show is the Patriotic Lights. So just real quick, the sale does start next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Let me go ahead. I'm going to pull up Let me just pull something up real quick because I want to talk about early access as well, because I know a lot of the people in here have early access. So here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and spit this out. So we just released the sale yesterday morning. Diamond level. So if you're diamond level, you know, because you've purchased a lot of things from our website. For the diamond people, first off, I always say thank you to the diamond people, just because you're our biggest supporters. You're our lifeblood. You're the people who really keep this company ticking, because you guys just go all out when we have these sales. So for the diamond level people, we're rewarding you for that. And the sale is going to start for you on the 6th. Okay. For the silver level and above, for you guys, the sale is going to start on the 7th. And then for the normal flash sale time, it's going to start on the 8th. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you have diamond level, you're going to order Monday night. If you have silver and up level, you're going to be Tuesday night. And then for everybody else, it's going to be Wednesday night. I always talk about this. We do have inventory reserved for each level. So it's not like the diamond people are going to swoop in on Monday night, buy every single thing that we have, and then the sale's over. Like, we would never do that. We literally reserve inventory for each tier of the sale. So if you're one of the Wednesday night guys and you're like, what the heck? These people get to order before me? Well, for you guys, don't worry. You're still going to be able to buy everything that I'm showing to you, okay? We're not going to leave you out. So, of course, the first thing I do want to talk about is the i1R2 Pro. This is the Pro version, so this one is going to have the 180 lumens, which is just ridiculous to me for, coming out of a tiny keychain flashlight. Like, I've always found that to just be insane. But then it also has a 5-lumen low mode, which can last up to 12 hours straight. So for me, with a small keychain light, I actually tend to use the 5-lumen mode a little bit more than the 180. If it's a keychain light, I'm probably just like looking for something in my bag, or in my glove box or my center console, like stuff like that. For those kinds of activities, do you need 180 lumens? Not really. I think the 5 is good enough, but it is really impressive that this light goes all the way to 180. I mean, just look how bright that is on my hand. Like, this is a really bright light, and it's a freaking keychain light. So let me show it to you up close. So here we are. And you can see what's interesting about this one, and what I want to show you here is that it doesn't have all of the knurling on it like a standard one. So this is a regular i1R2 Pro. It just happens to be an orange, but obviously we've come out with this light many other colors. This is just an example, guys. But this one, you see all these lines right here on the head and the body. So that's not there whatsoever on the Patriotic edition. Honestly, if we were going to put all of these stars and stripes on top of these other lines, it wouldn't look good. So we made the decision to just not do all of those lines on the body. And then that way we're able to make, all of the intricacies of this Patriotic finish really shine. Okay. So I think that was a great choice, but if you look at the size and all of that jazz, it is the exact same flashlight. The only difference is all of these body lines are not going to be on there. You're just going to have that Patriotic finish. So just keep that in mind, guys, with this version. The price is low. What are they, like $20? I mean, I think it's a great deal. And you can get it for even less if you get it in one of the bundles as well. We have all kinds of bundle options on our website for this sale. And as you guys know, if you've ever purchased from us before, buying our products as a bundle, you will always get a larger discount every single time. I'll give you an example. So the i1R2 Pro is 10% off if you want to buy it by itself, which makes it cost, let's see here, $19.76. It costs $19.76 by itself. But if you get one of the bundle options, I mean, we have bundles here that go all the way up to 29, 30% off. So would you rather get like 10% off of this light, or would you rather get up to 30% off, So it's always a better deal to go with the bundles, unless you're really tight on cash and this is the only thing you can buy, which is totally fine as well. just know that there are some extra incentives if you purchase more of the products that we have on special. All right. Okay. So we got the i1 R2 Pro. There's bundles. You can buy it by itself. It is the i1 R2 Pro platform. It just doesn't have the lines on it, but has the really cool patriotic finish going on there. I love it. So anyways, the next one, which is honestly my favorite of the sale, is the Warrior Mini 2 in this finish. It looks amazing, guys. I'm just going to go straight to the question, or I'm sorry, straight to the smaller camera here. I'm going to show it to you up close as well. Instagram, just a heads up, I am live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. So if I'm talking about something and I'm not showing it to you guys, it's because I'm showing it to the other platforms. Okay. I'll show it to you after I do this up close Instagram. So just give me a second here. I'm showing it here to YouTube and Facebook. I'm a really big fan of the blue that we have going on here. You see that like matte finish right there? And I love how the stars extend to the bottom part of the head right here. And then of course you have the stripes body, and that threads into the head right here. So I think it's a really clean look where you have like the white and red right here, and then that's kind of feeding into the blue stars, and then you have the switch and all of that, and then we have the stars yet again on the very top. So I just really like the way that it was done on this light. Not to mention the Warrior Mini 2 is just one of the best EDC flashlights ever. So it just looks beautiful, guys. This thing is 1,750 lumens. You've got that side switch where you can access 6 different modes, including strobe and moonlight. And then we have the metal tactical switch right here, which you can use to charge it, but also you're able to use it as a fist grip, right? So just a wonderful light. Here, let me go ahead and show it here to Instagram. So there you go, Instagram. There's the Patriotic Warrior Mini 2. Looks really nice, guys. So I'm a big fan of the Warrior Mini 2 just in general. Just to be completely honest with you guys, my carry for this weekend, it's going to be the Drever with the Patriotic scales with the Warrior Mini 2, because I like carrying both of these products anyways, and now they're in a new, really nice finish. Okay. So there you go. And I'll go ahead and segue into the scales here. So what we decided to do, and don't ever say that I don't care about you guys. Don't ever say this, because something happened yesterday. Something happened yesterday. So originally, the plan that was set up was for us to only offer the scales with a Drever. So the way that it was going to work is you could get a bundle where you get the Patriotic scales with a black Drever or a blue Drever. But you had to purchase one of these knives in order to be able to get the Patriotic scales. Well, I went in and basically yelled at them yesterday saying, hey, we've got thousands of people who own the Drever who want these scales, and they might not want to buy another Drever. So we did that, and this morning they ended up saying, you know what, yeah, we're going to offer it by itself. So now you guys will be able to buy just these scales by itself if you don't want to buy an additional Drever. I will say this, though. Once you put the scales on the knife, you want to put some Loctite on the pivot and just kind of forget about it. I personally would not want to keep swapping out scales all the time unless taking things apart and putting them back together is something that you enjoy. But like for me, I would rather just buy a new blue or black Drever, get it with the scales, and then you still have your blue or black Drever. You know what I mean? Because if you put these scales on your current Drever, well, then you're sacrificing your current Drever. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? So like you wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. So just keep that in mind, is that I personally don't want to change the scales on pocket knives all the time. It's a little bit tedious. I mean, it's not rocket science, especially with a knife like this. All you do is pop a few screws off. The only thing about this is you're replacing both sides of the scales. So you're also going to have to remove the pocket clip and you're going to have to deal with all of that. So you can do it. Everyone can do it. It's not a big deal. But I would prefer to just have an additional Drever that has the Patriotic scales. And now, if I want to, I can still go back to my blue one, even though this is a blue Drever right here with the Patriotic scales. Does that make sense? Look, if you don't have the money to buy another Drever, I totally get it. But like, I don't want to have to swap the scales all the time on my knives, you know? Because look, the Patriotic finish on this, these scales are absolutely beautiful. But do I want to carry a flag knife 365 days a year? Maybe not. You know, I like to change it up. I like to change it with different colors and things. So because of that, like, I still want to have my blue and black Drever, you know? With that said, this thing is freaking beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I love the matte finish. This isn't some like glossy kind of cheap looking finish. It's really nice. These scales are aluminum. Okay? These scales are made out of aluminum. They're not G10. They're not plastic. They're very high quality. It adds a little bit of weight to the knife for sure. That's the first thing I noticed is, holy crap, this knife is definitely heavier. But wow, does it look good. So I'm a huge fan. I love that we decided to do this. And now the fact that we're not forcing you to buy another knife, even though I just went on a tangent about how you should, you know, we're not even forcing you to buy another knife. Like, you can just get the scales and pop them on. And they're not even expensive. What is it, $30 for the scales, for aluminum scales? Go to one of your knife websites that you buy knives from and take a look at what they're selling aftermarket scales for. $50, $60, sometimes even more. So these are like half the price of your typical aftermarket scales. And they're made out of aluminum. And they're just gorgeous. So I think these scales are an absolute steal of a deal. And if you can get the Drever with it, I mean, here, let me take a look here. The Drever bundle is $75. So you can get a Drever, which is an amazing pocket knife. I mean, look how smooth this thing is. It's sharp as can be, super ergonomic design, and it's backed by Olight. But you can get that plus these scales for $75, free shipping. I think it's a very good deal. When you look at what else is out there on the market right now in the knife industry, this is a steal of a deal. And it's hard to explain, guys. Like, just feeling this with my thumb is just great. Like, the matte finish is so nice. And it provides grip too. Like, it's really hard to explain. Like, I wish you guys could just like come through the camera and just like hang out and check these scales out. Because like, once you guys get these, once you put these scales on your Drever, whatever Drever you have, even if you bought a new one, when you put it on, you're just going to be blown away at the quality and just how nice it feels. Like, this feels like a very premium pocket knife. The fact that you can get this for $75, plus you also are going to hold on to your G10 scales. You're getting 2 sets of scales when you purchase the bundle, you know? So I don't know what else I can say about it, guys. It looks great. It's one of the best deals in the knife industry right now. And I don't see why you wouldn't do it. I don't see why you wouldn't pick up another Drever on the scales, you know? Again, I completely understand if you're low on funds, you know, I get it. But if you're not low on funds, if you have some extra cash to buy some fun stuff, I think this is a slam dunk way to go. So that's all I'm saying. All right, so I've talked about the knife. I've talked about the scales. We talked about the Warrior Mini 2 a little bit. I just want to get through talking about everything, and then that way we can have time for some questions afterwards. Again, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to be giving away an i1R2 Pro here in the Patriotic finish to all 3 platforms. So that's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So just bear with me. Oh, one other thing I want to show you guys. This is the, gosh, you guys can just not see things on Instagram. And I apologize for the lighting on Instagram. But the packaging that this comes in is awesome. Here, let me show it to you up close. So this is how you're going to receive the scales. If you buy the Drever with the scales, then you're going to get the Drever in its own box, and then you're also going to get a box like this with these. So if you're also thinking about it as a gift, especially if you have a friend who's been in the military, any veterans that you know, any people who are active military, I think they would probably appreciate something like this, especially with the nice packaging like that. Like this is gift ready, right? Like this is ready to be given to someone as a nice gift. So something to think about there as well. Okay, so let's move on to the Seeker 3 Pro. What's really interesting about this is the Seeker 3 Pro, but it doesn't have the rubber scales on it, okay? It doesn't have the rubber grips on it. So we have the same platform, so it still has the dial switch. It still has 4,200 lumens with the 4 LEDs, still has the 21,700 battery, all of that stuff. But we went with the same body design as the Seeker 3. Not the Seeker 3, I'm sorry, the Seeker 2, then compared to the Seeker 3 Pro. Because remember, the Seeker 3 kind of has that bamboo look to it. But do you remember when we had the Seeker 2 and the Seeker 2 Pro? The Seeker 2 had a body like this, where it was all aluminum and it had these little finger grooves on the sides. So it's almost like you got a Seeker 2 body with a Seeker 3 Pro head, basically. Let me show it to you here. So it's got the 4 LEDs, as you can see right there. But the body has these milled out grooves, just like the original Seeker 2. Okay, but it still has the dial switch. So you're still getting the battery indicators there. Do you see that? Here, let me do it one more time. You see the little green lights there around that switch? So you're getting the battery indicator and you're getting the lumen level indicator. But again, you're not getting the rubber grips because we didn't want to take away from the stripes. It's the same philosophy as the i1R2 Pro. So we went a little more minimalist on the actual design of the flashlight in order to truly let the stars and stripes shine. Okay? And I think that's the appropriate way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, when you're making patriotic versions of products, a big part of it is being respectful, right? Because, these stars and stripes are a really big deal, right? They represent a lot. So because of that, we didn't want to cover up the stripes with big rubber grips. We didn't want to make the stars and stripes on the i1R2 Pro look not as good by putting all of these machine lines all over it, right? We just wanted the stars and stripes to steal the show, right? And I think this was absolutely the right way to go about all of these lights, So I really like what we did this year with all of these products. So we have the Seeker 3 Pro with the not rubber grips. We've got the Warrior Mini 2, gorgeous. I can't wait to carry this weekend. We have the i1R2 Pro, the perfect keychain flashlight, the perfect way. Even if you don't carry a flashlight in your pocket on a daily basis, I know usually we have at least a few women watching us. Hopefully, we'll have more. But to the women watching us, maybe you don't carry a flashlight in your pocket every day. Obviously, it depends on the pants that you're wearing. Especially with female pants, the size of the pockets vary drastically depending on if you're wearing slacks, if you're wearing tighter jeans, if you're wearing high-waisted jeans. There's all these things that go into it. So for you guys, it might make sense just to have the i1R2 Pro on your keys, in your purse, your bag, wherever. So this is a perfect way, again, to be proud of our country, as we should be, but you don't have to have a big, flashlight in your pocket. You know what I mean? So just something to think about there. I'm going to put this this i1R2 Pro on my keys and just leave it there. I don't care if it gets scratched up or banged up. I just want to have this with me at all times. So there's that. This is my first Patriotic pocket knife. I don't have any other knives that have USA awesome stuff going on like this. Okay. So I'm very excited about that too. If you guys know me, I do own a lot of pocket knives. I've always been a pocket knife fan. And this is the first of the collection. So I think it's a very unique piece as well, along with it being just a hell of a deal at only $75. And you're getting the Drever plus the Patriotic scales, plus you're going to keep the scales of whatever Drever that you decide to put these scales on, because to put these on, you got to take the blue ones off, black ones, whatever model, that you're going with. These scales work with any Drever, but it has to be the Drever. It can't be the Splint and the Beagle. It can't be any of those other knives. As long as it is a Drever, though, you can put these scales on it. I know we had people asking that question. I know it seems obvious, but it's a good question to ask. You want to make sure. You want to make sure you're not ordering the wrong thing. So please make sure that you own a Drever already if you're going to purchase these scales by themselves. But again, I would just buy another Drever so that way you can have your Patriotic Drever, but then you can also still have your other Drevers as well. If you only buy the scales, you're going to be forced to always use the Patriotic version unless you want to sit around changing your scales, which nobody has time for that. Nobody wants to do that, right? So there's that. Now let's go ahead and move on to the non-new Patriotic Light for this sale, which is the Desert Camo Para Mini. I know I talked about it a little bit when we first started this live video, but let me show it to you up close. And I just think it looks really great. A finish like this on such a small light, I think just makes the light look exciting. Along with all of this like super intense knurling on the body. I've always been a fan of this really aggressive knurling on the Para Mini. Here's an S1R2, for example. It's just a light that I happen to have near me. Look how much less intense the little pyramids, squares, whatever you want to call them here on the body are compared to the Para Mini. So I've always liked how you have this super aggressive knurling, but the light is just super small. And then, that Desert Camo just makes it look even more intense. So I think it's just a really cool piece for the collection, guys. Nice part about this sale is we're not only offering it in cool white, but we also have a neutral white version. Okay, so here's the neutral white version. This one has an N on it. So I'll go ahead and bring up the brightness here. And you can see how it's a little bit yellowish there. So you're going to get more of a neutral white with this Para Mini. Okay, so it's going to be more of a yellowish look. And then also I have the cool white version here, which I happen to have on the headband because it comes as a kit version with the headband. The headband also can be used as a patch. I know I've showed this to you guys a lot. In the past, where I actually have a hat that I purchased from Amazon and it has a little patch on the front of it. And I literally just took it off of this headband, and then I just attached it to a patch like that. And you can buy those hats on Amazon for like $15. So that's a fun way to use the Para Mini as well. But anyways, so here's the cool white version. Let me just ramp this up a little bit. And you can see there how it's a lot more of just a standard white beam. And then we'll jump back over to the neutral white, which is more of that yellowish, warmer tone. Okay? So again, we have the Para Mini here for the very first time ever in Desert Camo as the kit version. So it comes with the patch and the headband. And it comes in neutral white or cool white. So very fun offering. Just something extra that we're adding to the Patriotic sale, but I think these are going to be a hit as well. A lot of you guys have been asking for more Para Minis. I mentioned this in the Facebook group yesterday about how there were two versions of the Para Mini that I've been waiting for. One is camo. The second is titanium, like a bead blasted titanium. So finally, I at least got one of them. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to wait for a bead blasted titanium parent mini, but I'll wait as long as it takes. But this will hold me over finally having a camo version. So pick up the parent mini while you can, guys. Again, they are discounted. Of course, this is a flash sale. So if you want to pick these up, I would do it during the sale next week while they're at a discount, because either there's two things that are going to happen during the sale. Either we're going to sell out, which, considering that these are limited edition patriotic versions of lights, this is a very like special product kind of sale. For that, I do think we're going to sell out of some of these items. Because of that, either the product's either going to sell out, or the product is going to be more expensive after the sale is over. So buy it during the sale so that you don't potentially never be able to buy it unless you buy it on eBay for twice the price, or you have to pay full price because we still have it on the website, but the sale's over. Either way, you're going to always be in a worse off position buying these products not during the sale. So anytime I show you any stuff that we're having, and we're having like a one-day sale, get it then, my friends. Get it then. Because you don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, I really need that Patriotic Warrior Mini 2, but it's sold out. And now there's these people that are selling them for twice the price on eBay. I don't know what to do. Don't be that person. Okay. I absolutely love the camo design. That's great. Yeah, that's great. That's what we want to hear, man. I think it was the color we needed to do for the parent mini. We could have done lime green. We could have done like something crazy off the wall, but it's like, no. Let's do camo. Like I mentioned it before, headlamps are perfect for any type of outdoor activity, camping, hunting, fishing, literally anything that you're doing outside. A headlamp is going to help you. So why wouldn't you want it in camo? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying there. You could have done a camo band, and that would have been really cool. I will put in that suggestion. Excellent comment, Jason. That would be really cool. That would be like the cherry on top, to have a matching camo headband. I would like to see it as like even an additional accessory, like even if it's like $5-10 on the website, like I would get it, So let me ask you this. If we did offer like a camo headband sometime in the future, I'm literally saying what if right now, but if we did offer a camo headband in the future for you guys who are going to purchase this parent mini, like would you pay $5 to $10 tops for a camo headband? I would like to see a subdued camo US flag style. That would be really cool. That would be beautiful. That would be awesome. ODG parent mini 2. so an OD green parent mini would be really cool. That would be awesome. No more than 5. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I think 10 would be a little expensive for a headband, but $5 I think would be a cool like little add-on, Nice. Okay. All right. Fair enough, guys. Fair enough. Camo patch. Yeah. $5 for a headband is a bargain. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is too, what's so wild to me is that, and like as you guys can tell, like we try very hard to keep our prices competitive with the rest of the industry. Like what I was talking about, being able to get 2 scales with the Drever, and the fact that these scales are aluminum for only $75, like there aren't other knife companies giving you smoking deals like this, So like, I think with our knives, like in terms of the price point, in terms of the quality, I think we're beating out most of the market. I understand that the pocket knife market is extremely saturated, but what's interesting about it is we're doing very well so far with the knife products because of the fact that they are such high quality and of their price point. Like these really are some of the nicest knives that are well under $100. I think the most expensive knife Well, here's the thing. We did do the titanium splint, which that is a different thing on its own. But our G10 knives, the most expensive one we ever did was the Zilla, and these were still $75. So still $25 less than $100, you know? I think from the knife standpoint, we've got some of the best value in the entire industry right now. Part of what helps us be able to offer great prices to you guys is because we're a big enough company to where we can produce and sell things at a little bit higher volume than a smaller company. So that allows us to get those extra volume savings and pass those savings on to you guys. And that's why when you're purchasing something from an extremely small company or a startup or a company that just doesn't have the ability to offer a lot of products, you're going to pay a premium. The smaller the quantity, the more expensive something costs. And that's with anything in life, right? So take advantage of the fact that us being Olight, we're able to offer thousands of knives at some of the best prices in the industry. You know, like take advantage of that. And same thing with the flashlights. The way we're able to remain so competitive and still be able to have our own in-house manufacturing, still be able to have our own R&D, you know, still be able to do all of these things that we do, but still be able to offer you products that are only $20. The reason we're able to do that is because of the volume of production. We're a volume-based company. We're not getting rich off a single flashlight purchase. We make money when we sell thousands of flashlights, not a few. So because of that, we're giving you guys a really good deal. We're able to give you such a good deal because of that. So it's just something to keep in mind, guys. I think the buyer's remorse is very small with Olight as a whole because you're getting what you're paying for and more, sometimes much more. And with these knives, I think much more is the case. And it's backed by our warranty. Yeah. Okay. With the Parent Mini work with CR123. So the Parent Mini is designed to work with the special battery that's inside of it to be able to go up to that 1000 lumens. The battery that's inside the Parent Mini is an IMR 16340 battery. It's literally a battery on steroids. It's how we're able to get the insane performance that we can out of lights like the Parent Mini and the Baton 3. Personally, I would not recommend putting a regular CR123A in these lights. I will say that we do offer our batteries on the website. Last time I checked, we did have our 16340 batteries on the website. So you can pick those up. Just keep in mind, we do lower the amount of accessories on our site during the flash sales because of the fact that we want to increase the speed of shipping. And on that note, I didn't actually talk about this when I first started this live video, but the main reason why we're having this sale starting on a Wednesday night going until Thursday night, and we're skipping out on Friday, is because this is allowing us to be able to ship all of the orders by the weekend. So instead of us receiving orders all day on Friday, and then we go into the weekend, we're able to ship all the orders that we've already received all day on Friday, and then we go into the weekend. So when you guys order on Wednesday and Thursday instead of Thursday, Friday for this next sale, we're going to ship your orders way faster. Because if you put in an order, let's say that it was last month's sale, and you put an order in on Friday night at 8 p.m., there is a possibility that your order won't ship until Monday. And that kind of sucks, right? But if you order Thursday night, then your order will be able to ship on Friday, and then it will be able to already be moving through the system on the way to you that entire weekend. And so instead of it shipping on Monday, you might even receive it by Monday, you know? So that's the reason why we're doing this. And look, like if this doesn't work out, then we can go back to Thursday, Friday. But in our mind, we'd rather sell you products Wednesday, Thursday, ship on Friday, than have you guys order Thursday, Friday, and then ship on Monday. So that's kind of the reason why we're doing this. So again, guys, I really don't want to see people saying, what the heck, why can't I buy it? It's Friday. They usually have their sales on Friday. I am beating this dead horse, telling you guys the sale is Wednesday night next week to Thursday night. And then Friday is a shipping day. There's no sale on Friday. Okay? Edward, today is Friday. We're talking about the sale next week. So all of the stuff that I'm showing you right now, you can't purchase it yet. The sale actually starts on, yes, Edward. I apologize for that being confusing. Yes. So it is next week on Wednesday. So just keep that in mind, guys. You can't buy all this stuff today. Today is just kind of like the announcement preview of everything. And then you can buy everything starting next week. It just depends on if you're diamond level or up. For you guys, it's Monday night. For silver level and above, for you guys, it's Tuesday night. And then the official sale starts on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time if you do not have early access with your olightstore.com account. So just keep that in mind, guys. Okay? I didn't come in at the start. That's perfectly fine, man. You can't do anything wrong in these live videos. You know, there's no stupid questions. You know what I mean? Because there's people coming in and out. There's people who, you know, don't know what I said for the first like 20, 30 minutes. So that's perfectly fine. There's no dumb questions. Okay. Cool. Okay. Any other questions about these lights, guys? Any other questions about these lights? Again, we're about to give away some Patriotic i1R2 Pros. We also have the Warrior Mini 2 in the finish, and then we also have the Seeker 3 Pro that does not have the rubber grips, which I think is so cool. And then, of course, we have the Camo Parent Mini, and then we have the Drever's scales as well, which you can purchase them separately, or you can purchase them with an actual Drever, either the black or the blue version. One other thing that we have going on during the sale, I don't want it to be like a secret. I want you guys to know about this, and then we'll move on to the giveaway. We do have a deal on the Odin Minis during this sale as well. These are the OG Odin Minis. This isn't the Odin GL Mini. This is the regular Odin Mini. So this is the one that runs off the 18500 battery. It does come with the M-Lock mount. Keep in mind the Odin Mini comes with the M-Lock, not the Picatinny rail mount. If you do not have M-Lock, if you have Key Mod or just Picatinny, you guys can go on the website and buy the Picatinny mount separately. We have these in black and tan at a discount during this sale as well. So if you have a new rifle build, the Odin Mini is extremely popular just because of how small it is and the fact that it has 1,250 lumens out of a light this size. And it comes with a lock-on remote switch, the battery, the charging cable, and the M-Lock mount. So it has all the accessories that you need with it as well. So if you guys have a new rifle build or you're thinking about doing a new rifle build this summer, this is a great opportunity to get a fantastic weapon light that has all the accessories that you need for it as well. You don't have to buy the remote switch separately. You don't have to buy the battery. You don't have to buy the charging kit. All that stuff comes with the Odin series. So just a little honorable mention there. You know, luckily, it's nice to see that we have the Odin Mini in black and tan at a discount during this sale. Okay. One tiny little thing I want to mention. We're done talking about flashlights. One tiny thing I want to mention. We did just unveil our new OlightWorld.com. We simplified it drastically. We made it a lot easier to navigate on mobile. I know you guys are used to looking at OlightStore.com if you're only in the US, but we are a global company. We do sell Olight products in over 80 countries from distributors and dealers all over the world. So because of that, our main brand website for the whole world is olightworld.com. And part of the reason why we go by Olight World on our social media is because we're not just a US company, we're a global company, we're a worldwide company. So if you guys are bored, if you're just hanging out, check out olightworld.com. Obviously, that's not where you buy our products. You buy the products at olightstore.com. But if you want to see our products being showcased and just check out, some of the other things we're doing, olightworld.com, we did just completely redo the website. So just another nice thing that we're doing as a company to increase the user experience, to make it nicer for you guys to navigate, especially for the people who are outside of the US. Because the people who are not in the US, they go to olightworld.com all the time. If you look at like the website traffic, olightworld.com is actually a really popular website that a lot of people go to. It's not where you buy our products. You buy our stuff at olightstore.com. So just keep that in mind. If you don't care about it, you don't need to. Olightstore.com is the main thing that matters, especially to the USA people, because you're going to be able to buy our products there. Does that make sense? Watching from Thomasville, Georgia. Good to see you. I used to live in the Marietta area, so not too far away. I will say it really is sad that I'm not able to be at the Blade Show today. Obviously, the Blade Show, it's the biggest knife show probably in the world. I know in the US, we make all these knife products, but with just all of the changes that we've been making, like we just made the new version of olightworld.com. We just announced a new flash sale. So like we just have way too much going on for us to be able to just like hang out at a knife show. But to anyone who is at the Blade Show, or if you have any friends who are at the Blade Show, I'm very jealous. Congratulations. And I hope you get all the products that you want this weekend. So with that said, I'm surprised too, Charlie. I was really hoping I could make it out to the Blade Show, but just the timing with this sale, and again, with us, making that new website, there's just a lot. There's a lot that we're doing as a company right now. We're very active right now. As with the brand promise and all of that we rolled out, we're also trying to make a lot of internal changes. So we're just very active as a company right now. So because of that, it's hard for us to drop out of that to be able to go do things like go to conventions and shows and stuff like that. But I hope in the future we'll be able to do more shows and things, because one of my favorite parts about this job is being able to meet our fans and hang out with our fans, like obviously. So hopefully in the future. We appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you. How hard is it to change the skin on the knife? So Daniel, you will need to get a Torx bit. Guys, if you don't mind, let me grab mine real quick to show you. I'm literally just going to run over here for 15 seconds and I'll be right back, because I feel like this is a pretty important thing to show you. I will be right back. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, I'm coming. Hooah! Okay. So this is what I have. This is what I have to change the scales and be able to work on really any knives. And this is, obviously made by Husky. And this is just like a Torx bit driver set. Let me show it to you up close. So we got Husky right there. We got Torx, which is what you need to have. And this is just a full set. So you have your smaller and then you have your larger on the back. And a little setup like this will allow you to take apart literally any folding pocket knife, because it has all the bits. You got your T6, your T8, you got all the ones that matter with it. This was from Home Depot or something, and it was maybe $10. So if you don't have a Torx bit set, this is a great solution right here, because it's very low in cost. I've taken apart many, many knives with this since I've owned it, and it's done a great job. So shout out to Husky with like the Torx little kit right here, because it works great. So that's what I use. I also put a little bit of Loctite in the pivot before I screw the pivot back in. So that makes sure that when you're sitting on the couch doing this for an hour and a half, that it's not going to loosen up on you, and it's going to maintain its centering. It's going to maintain its strong lockup and all of that good stuff too. So if you're into pocket knives, if you own pocket knives, I know like this isn't rocket science, but just know you need to get blue Loctite. Yes. Chance, you're completely right. Do not put red Loctite on your knives. You're never going to be able to take it apart again. Use blue Loctite and get yourself a nice little Torx set, okay? And that way you'll be able to take apart these knives easy. If you purchase these, if you're going to purchase these scales, by the way, you have to have a Torx set. So if I were you, like if you're planning on getting this, order a Torx set from Amazon or go to Home Depot or whatever, like today. So that way, when you get your new Drever with your new scales, you're not like, oh, great, now I got to wait for Amazon to get me my Torx set. Like you're already with the tools you need to get it done, okay? So there's my little tangent on that. Make sure that you guys, have a Torx bit set, and I highly recommend blue Loctite in order to keep the knife tight when you're flipping it 400 times a day like I do, right? so there's that. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the giveaway. Let me get you guys out of here. I apologize for this being a little bit longer of a live video. When we unveil new products and we're talking about a flash sale, typically these videos go a little bit longer. Next week, it should hopefully be a little bit shorter. Considering that the sale starts on Wednesday, I think I'm going to go live on Wednesday and Friday next week, because we always go live on Friday for Flashlight Friday, but the sale starts on Wednesday, and I typically go live the morning before the sale starts. So you can see me doing the same thing on Wednesday of next week and on Friday of next week, and the time will be 12:30 Eastern time. So plan accordingly. There are no free tiers for this sale, Alvin. It's a very straight up, simple sale. So there's no free tiers, and it's extremely limited products. So if you want to get them, I highly suggest getting them during the sale, like I said. But yeah, so there's no freebies in this sale. So just keep that in mind, okay? Yes. Bussa Pilot, yes. Let me talk about this one more time, guys, and then we'll move on to the giveaway, because this is very important stuff to talk about. Yes. So if you didn't hear me talk about it earlier, there is early access for this sale. There just isn't free tiers, but there is early access. Now, for Diamond and above, it's going to be Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you are Silver level and above, it's going to be Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And if you do not have early access whatsoever, it's going to be Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So it's Monday at 8, Tuesday at 8, Wednesday at 8. And for the people who are worried about, the free tier people, or I'm sorry, who are worried about the early access people buying everything up before Wednesday, that's not possible. We always reserve inventory for the official sale start, which is Wednesday. So no worries. You will be able to buy everything that I showed you today, whether you can purchase on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. The benefit of the early access people, though, is you can just go ahead and get it done, and then your orders are going to ship out before everybody else. If you have Diamond and above and you order Monday night, your orders are going to ship out on Tuesday. And then by the time people are getting their tracking numbers for the regular Wednesday sale, then you're probably going to start receiving your products, right? So that's the benefit of early access, is the early access people will receive their products when normal people are receiving their tracking numbers. It's a pretty big benefit, pretty big. So Are there any I1R2 Pro Patriotic finish in the neutral white? No, Donald, unfortunately not. That is a really good suggestion. I think neutral white would be nice for a keychain flashlight. But unfortunately, yeah. So it's the standard I1R2 Pro with the cool white beam. And I'll show it to you here. I mean, you can tell this is just straight up cool white. There's not any yellow going on here. There's no warmer tint. So just keep that in mind. Okay. I wonder if the internet will break. Man, I think it's going to be a really special sale. I really do. And in terms of like us making USA, USA pattern lights, I think we did a really good job. I've talked about this a lot, how like the matte finish with the blue, the way that we did the stars, with either the head of the light or on the tail of the light with the I1R2 Pro, and then you have the longer portion with those stripes. I just liked the way that we did all of it. Everything's matte finish. It all feels nice, high quality. And like I mentioned before, we did away with all of the crazy lines on the I1R2 Pro, and we did away with the rubber grips to preserve the look of the stripes. So I think we did it right this time. And obviously that's true because you guys are loving these so far, even though you can't buy them yet. Glorious return. No, I think it really is a glorious return. We came back with the Patriotic Edition lights in a really big way this year. So happy to see it. And again, I'm very excited actually the Seeker 3 Pro is the only one I'm not going to carry because this is going on my keys after this live video. And these are going in my pockets for the entire weekend for sure. So I'm full Patriotic this weekend. I'm excited about it. So anyways, let's give stuff away. Let's give stuff away. I keep getting off topic here. I appreciate the incredible questions, but I need to let you guys go. So let's go ahead and get some readies in the comments section of Instagram, because Instagram, we will do your giveaway first. So everybody on Instagram, God bless America. Absolutely. Thank you, Nick. So let's go ahead and get some readies in the comments section of Instagram, and we will go ahead and do your giveaway. Let me grab the bongos as well, because this is a glorious Friday, because not only is the weather going to be amazing, but we're giving away new products that nobody has yet. We got a Patriotic sale coming up. So we're bringing out the bongos, baby. Woo! Okay. So this is how we're going to do it, guys. This is how we're going to do it. For Instagram, you guys will have to pick a random number between 150 and 200. So Instagram, if you pick a number that's less than 150, you won't win. If you pick a number that's over 200, you won't win. The number that you randomly say in the comment section will have to be between 150 and 200. No, Chitty. No, not 201. Okay. I will say this as a disclaimer for everyone watching. If you say every single number in a row, you will be disqualified. You have to randomly guess. You can't go 150, 151, 152, 153, 154. Like, you're not playing the game. The point is to guess, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. But you can guess as much as you want. It just has to be random. 189, 157, 168, 172. Like, it has to be random, all right? So anyways, let's go ahead and start the bidding on Instagram in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to start with Ben paid at $235, which is completely incorrect because it has to be between 150 and 200. I have the number in my mind. Whoever guesses it first, you win. All right, so let me take a look here. All right, so I'm going to scroll back. All right, I don't see it yet. I don't see it yet. I've seen a couple that are very close. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I know this looks odd, but I'm staring at Instagram right now to try and get the right answer. All right. Very close, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Give me numbers. There it is. Oh, man, crazy. All right, Mick, you win. 168. 168 is the correct answer. So, Mick, congratulations, my friend. Please send me a message on, well, actually, you can email me. So it's just Sean, S-E-A-N, at olightstore.com. S-E-A-N at olightstore.com. You can only go live on Instagram for 1 hour, so I'm running out of time here. Mick, send me a message. Congratulations with the 168. I hope you guys are really excited about the sale on Instagram, guys. Please check out everything today at olightstore.com and get ready for the sale to start next week. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Have a safe and wonderful weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Okay, Instagram is logged out. So now let's move on to YouTube. Let's move on to YouTube. So for YouTube, let's go ahead and take it down. So we're going to go 100 to 150. So again, YouTube, if you guess a number that's less than 100 or more than 150, you're not going to win because it's not going to be that number. So just keep in mind, it has to be between 100 and 150. We're going to start the bidding at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, start guessing, guys. We're going to start it at K Love, which is not correct. Okay, all right, so let me scroll back. All right, I'm just looking. Guys. Still looking. Hold up. And Facebook, I'm sorry, this is so boring. We will get to your giveaway right after this. Okay, so I do see the right answer. Let me just make sure that you were first. YouTube, I love the activity. You guys are awesome, but this is a lot of numbers to go through. All right, so I do not see it anywhere else. All right, I'm going to scroll back down again. Okay. All right, so the number was 115. The first 115 that I see on my screen is chance happenstance. That's the first 115 that I see on my screen. And I've scrolled up and down like 10 times. So chance happenstance, you win, my friend. Woo! You win, my friend. So congratulations, man. I don't know if you've won before. If you have, it's been like a really long time. So congratulations with that. But yeah, the answer was 115. I saw a couple 114s. You guys are always like super close. But I saw there's one other person who said 115, but they were after you. So it's got to be the first correct answer. So Chance, send me an email, man. Sean, S-E-A-N, at olightstore.com. Let me know what your address is, where you want me to send it to, and we'll send out your free Patriotic i1R2 Pro. All right? Cool. Congratulations. YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch the YouTube video that I posted yesterday talking about this sale. You also have a chance to win an i1R2 Pro in that video as well. So if you didn't win today, after this video, I'm literally about to close this video in like 20 seconds. After this, jump over to that YouTube video that I posted yesterday and enter to win the i1R2 Pro. Again, all you got to do is just like be subscribed to the channel, like that video, and put one comment in the comment section. It's like 10 seconds of work. Okay. Again, guys, hit that thumbs up button before you leave this live video to show your support. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, these live videos, we do save them to these platforms. So if you want to watch something later, or if you have a friend that wanted to watch it and they weren't able to do it because they're at work or something, that's totally fine. We save all of these so you can refer to them whenever you want. All right? Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later, YouTube. All right, Facebook.